but you have to see, does it have any other reactions to it? Is this move in any way responding to the Fibonacci's you've laid down? Well, we can see that we did touch here. We did touch here. We're back testing here. So right now, I would say it's a pretty good case to assume that it's going to fall down to right here. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is the Blockchain Backer bringing you the latest cryptocurrency news and analysis. And I have been gone for a few days from crypto Twitter and from YouTube because of the Thanksgiving holiday. And for the first time ever, we hosted Thanksgiving in my house, and everybody in our family was displaced from our bedrooms, and we had guests staying in all of our rooms. We actually have two offices in our house, and the second office we had to put a blow up mattress in that one to fit more people in that room. So every room was occupied, and it has been so busy, and everybody has finally left. So now I have all this free time and it feels so good. And my sleep schedule is still way off because I'm a huge Black Friday shopper and I just love the hunt of the deals. And I always tell my family, like when they come into my house, they see that I have nice things and they're like, wow, this is super nice. Like in regards to like furniture and stuff like that. And I always tell them, like, look, I probably don't even make more money than you do. And it's just because I'm so savvy about how I shop and how I buy things. So happy that Black Friday is officially done. Thanksgiving is over. Family is gone. It was great, but I'm happy it's over. And so I'm going to start this video on trying to figure out where I think the XRP bottom could be. And I'm going to do another video later showing where I think the tops could be during the next bull run. And a lot of people have seen that already, but I have a lot of new subscribers, so hey, why not? Let's just show it again. But right now it's all about, hey, where is the bottom on XRP? When can the pain end? And so what I've got here in front of me is I've got two different charts. On the left side, I have the XRP Market Cap chart, and on the right side, I have the XRP US dollar price chart. And obviously the two charts look very different. I mean, when you look down here, look at these structures, they're very different. And when I was able to determine where the bottom of the Bitcoin market was, I was able to do that by looking at the Bitcoin market cap chart. The price was not an identical matchup. The one that was the identical matchup was the Bitcoin market cap chart. So for this video, I'm not going to be looking at the XRP US dollar chart. We're going to look at the XRP market cap chart. So let me just maximize that and we'll just look right here and go to the 1-day chart. So I'm going to kind of do this live with you and just show the different things that I see and see if we can just kind of magically make a realistic place of where the bottom could possibly be. And I'm just going to kind of walk you through what my line of thinking is. And I'm probably going to make a video where I show you a lot of the different tools that I make and, be free, just throw it out there and let you guys see exactly how I do it. But I spend a lot of time just messing with charts, just trying to make things and figure things out, find patterns, use tools and see what I can find. One thing that I really like is I like Elliott waves, and this is where you go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that would be an Elliott wave. Then you have a correction. Now we see it over here too. We see a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, and then correction. So what can we learn from this information that we see here? Well, let's look at what we did in the past, right? So how did XRP relate to these Elliott waves? Well, we can see that when it corrected after this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it bottomed right there, right? And let's try to like really pinpoint where that bottom was. And again, this is on the XRP Market Cap chart. So it looks like it found its bottom right here on this push down right here, and then grew, gone. And notice that what it did was it completely erased the final FOMO pump, or the fear of missing out pump, that came from wave 5. So it took away. So traders saw this, said, okay, whatever, saw this, okay, wait a minute, I'm getting in, and then it just kept pumping, and then, the FOMO came in. A lot of the just random people came in seeing that's going to the moon, and it took the whole thing away, right? So let's go look at this again. So we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we have officially wiped off the face of the earth all of 5, right? So here's where we are now. And we've now wiped off this entire FOMO pump has been taken away. 100% of it. We have bottomed right there. Okay, can we go lower? That's the big question, right? Is this the bottom, or can we go lower? Well, again, we come back and look in here and we say, okay, well, the bottom didn't actually happen here where the FOMO kicked in. It actually came down to this one. So we had the big impulse up, 1, 2, 3, pop, and then go. So let's see if we can find something like that here. Kick, 1, 2, 3. And that would mean it would need to be somewhere around right here. At least I would put it somewhere in this range. If it was to mirror what occurred back here and how it likes to follow Elliott waves. Now, that's if it's going to follow these Elliott waves. Once again, let me repeat this. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not investment advice. So make your own decisions. But let's look here. So we're looking at somewhere in here. Now, this was something interesting that I noticed. So we come back and okay, we'll just do that. All right, so when we did this big impulse here, we got stopped right there. Came back, then broke above it. This was the major resistance right here. We can see that when we started our FOMO pump, we hit that resistance again, got knocked down, and then went. And then we went all the way up, drew everybody in, lost it all, and then when XRP capitulated here, the capitulation happened when it finally broke below. So the resistance turned to a support, and then the support broke, and it completely capitulated. So if we have this line set up here, we could see that XRP, when it started this big down move, the break occurred right there at that exact spot. So one would think, hey, we need to come back, and at a minimum, we need to at least come back and test it. I mean, that's just a logical thing. You would say, hey, okay, we've seen it so many times, we've broken down below it. Can we go back and test it now and see if that is a top and we can't get through it? So if we assume that we have to get back to this line, all right, then we have to say, then the way I would view this is I would say, okay, well, let's get out the Fibonacci tool and let's try to make some good fib placements on how that could be the spot to go to. So if you've watched any of my previous videos, I've shown that I really love the 0.702 retrace spot. So why don't we line that up here on this exact location, 0.702 retrace, and see where that would put our bottom at. That looks pretty good to me. So that would be the 0.702 right here. Now, that does take us down to right here. That would be a 67, or so that would be a drop further of 29.64% from the current price that we're at right now. Now, one other thing is we say, okay, this is where we're going to go back and test. Well, when we lay these Fibonacci's down, okay, you can't just say, okay, this is where I want it to go, and I'm just going to put my Fibonacci here and see what it looks like. But you have to see, does it have any other reactions to it? Is this move in any way responding to the Fibonacci's you've laid down? Well, we can see that we did touch here. We did touch here. We're back testing here. So right now, I would say it's a pretty good case to assume that it's going to fall down to right here. That would put us down near the bottom of this wave. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. That seems pretty fair to me. It seems pretty fair. Let's do this. So we go back to the bars pattern thing, right? And by the way, there are people who are trying to sell courses or consider themselves experts on recognizing patterns by just doing this. It seems that most people don't know about this bars pattern thing. This is a fractal overlay. So all you do is you take a previous pattern, go over here, bars pattern, highlight what you want, and then you can shift it over here. So that's kind of just like a free tidbit. It doesn't seem that a lot of people know about that. So time-wise, I've done another video where we compressed this and we kind of line time up a little bit better. But when we do this now, time has passed. We've gone too far when we compress the time like that. So I don't find that valid, that compression is okay. So from a time perspective, we have till April of next year to still kind of continue just meandering around in this region. Now, this is no guarantee that it will get down here. This is just what I'm seeing. The Fibonacci's line up. We see this massive resistance and support level right here that it is broken through. And if we are going to go back to this major point of interest one more time, and if it's going to be a retrace of this fall that seems to be lining up, it would all indicate that we still have another 29 to 30% to go down. And if you're wondering what that price number is for the XRP price, that would be anywhere between 15 and 16 cents per XRP. And then we would see a surge, which would put it right back up into about that 39 to 42 cent range. And that's if we just do a retrace. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens then. I'm going to make another video here pretty soon where it's going to talk about the price levels I think we can reach. But I just thought I would create this video to show what am I seeing now, right? I mean, the whole concept of this last fractal being exactly what we're doing right here. Hard to argue that that's valid anymore, right? And now, from a time perspective, it still could. It absolutely still could. It may just go wham, boom, gone. No way to know. And oh, let me tell you this, I am not selling anything. I do not care that it's going to fall 30%. I've got a bunch of buy orders set all through here that will just accumulate the fall down, but I will in no way be selling what I have. Other people may do that differently. They may not want to take that loss. They may not want to take that gamble. Whatever you want, that's completely up to you. I am not selling anything. I'm going to hold through the storm and I'm going to be buying into the storm. So right here, it just, yes, this looked fantastic, but it's just not looking like it anymore, right, guys? I mean, I think we can all agree that, but it doesn't mean we're not going to. It just means it doesn't look exactly the same anymore. So, anywho, that's what I've got for you guys. I'm leaning way more towards that we are going to repeat what we did here in regards to a level that we need to come down to, and that's going to be the base of wave 4 right down in here. And then, hey, the good news is when you look at this from an Elliott wave perspective, which is what they are, what these are, then that would mean that this is wave 1, this is wave 2, this is wave 3, wave 4, and now it's time to go for 5. The good news is if these are Elliott waves and we are following Elliott waves, well, hey, there's another Elliott wave that's coming that's going to be even higher. So no worries over here. And I'm just going to go ahead and kind of finish it off right there, guys. I'm thinking that we're probably going to somewhere around 15 to 16 cents based on the Fibonacci's and the resistance levels. But who knows? We'll see. Maybe we'll get a surprise. So that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like this video. Subscribe to my channel. As always, this is not investment advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but if you ever need a pick-me-up or a little bit of reassurance, just remember that the blockchain backers got your back. Have a good one.